Good morning. We have an intergalactic soap for you today.
Yes, it's a limited time offering from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays...
You're the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, come on in. We're so glad you chose to spend a little time with us today. We have discovered a couple of extra things from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement that we wanted to share with you. They are one of the artisans that don't just make the soap and the splash. They do a whole line.
Yeah,
so
things we didn't even know they had.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you find a scent that you like in a soap, hey, there's other stuff you might want to look at. So this week, we decided to look at the natural deodorant.
Yes.
It's really nice. The jury's out because I like to spend a couple of weeks with a deodorant.
Yeah, we'll give it some time to give you a real answer. But
I'm a few days in, and it's doing great. And I love that it has my favorite scents available. You tried this.
I did, and I actually loved how smooth it was. I've tried some other natural deodorants, and they've been a little more raw because of how natural and healthy they are. But this was like a smooth balm. I really did like how it feels going on.
Yeah, me too. The product that I did find that I really super like right out of the box are their shampoo and conditioning pucks.
Yes.
I don't know why, but shampooing is kind of a pain in the butt for me in the shower because I have so little left, and it seems like it should be easier. These are shampoo pucks, and they are conditioning as well. They have yucca stuff in them, which is it's not yucca,
no.
and it's good for your hair. And I didn't put anything in it today.
This
so
is
just to kind of show you what it does, it's got some glycerin in it so that my hair feels a little thicker, and you just kind of lather it on with the bar, and it gives you a nice thick lather.
It does.
Which is cool because all of my favorite Phoenix Artisan scents are all available here. So you might want to check that out. Again, I'm about a week into the shampoo bar, but it's doing great, and my hair doesn't feel dry. It feels nice and nourished, even though it's a shampoo conditioner combo.
And we're kind of excited to not need all the junk in the shower. If we can reduce to one puck, that's way less junk.
We used to have like 90 bottles in the shower. Now it's 2 soaps, and it's great. So anyway, let me know in the comments if you've tried the shampoo bars and what other scents we should try. I mean, we thought like a menthol one would be fun to kind of get
let you know.
Cool shower thing going on.
But we're excited to try some new things and support all the different artisans and other products, not just shave soap. So
right. And one of the new things I discovered when I first discovered Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements was there was a soap that I wanted to try. I noticed it on Monday morning. And on Monday afternoon, it was gone. And I was like, wait, what
happened?
What happened here? And Douglas is sort of a mad scientist. So sometimes he will get just enough ingredients to drop something on the app, and there might be only a handful of them. And then sometimes he will bring back a classic, but he, again, goes out and gets a certain amount of the ingredients, and once those are gone, those are gone.
Right.
So it's not like a one and done, because all of these have like been out before. They're more like annual, but like blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, like limited time runs.
Right.
Yeah.
But we were talking to a few of our friends that are in the shaving world, and they said that that's kind of a thing in the shaving world was being like on it to get your soaps.
Gotcha.
And how some soaps are going to be available all the time, and those are the classics, and those are the wonderful things. But kind of a part of the hobby is being on it, being able to grab those special little soaps when they are released and when they are available. So I hope you don't mind, but there was one that was released that I just grabbed. I just grabbed the soap. That was it. Just because I didn't know when it would go away. There were a couple of this month that went away after only 4 days. So, and I'm excited about this because we almost reviewed it.
We really almost did. So in the scuttle that we got, we didn't even notice the first time. We were just so excited to open.
Yeah, the travel scuttle from Phoenix Shaving.
And it came with a little sample, and he kept debating, like, do we smell it? Do we not? Like, some people said, it doesn't really come out. You can only get it in the scuttle. So just go
ahead and smell it. And I almost did it, but if you watch the video, you'll see that I didn't.
No.
Because I had caught on to enough of how Phoenix Shaving does their stuff that I thought, I wonder if that'll be out someday and we can review it. And that someday came. So we're so excited. So it's not like a one and done because they do come out sometimes every year, every 2, every 3. He had one called Floyd based on a Floyd aftershave that hasn't come out for 6 years. So you kind of gotta be on it. But there's just something in the collector in me that does kind of like that. There is kind of a fun element of that, right?
No, so, I don't know anything about it, but I'm excited to...
I don't either, other than it was just one of these offerings that everybody in the group and the fan page and things were like,
get it!
Wow, it's back! Let's go! So I'm kind of excited to meet this soap. Okay, so I know we collect samples because we can't smell them in case we want to do the soap someday. So we had a couple of people like even reach out and be like, are you going to use your Planet Phoenix sample that came with your scuttle?
Oh my God,
like,
yeah.
This must be something pretty coveted.
Right.
So when I saw the sales page, it answered a few questions.
Okay. Well, folks, here it is. Planet Phoenix, a very special scent with a huge cult following. Up until now, Planet Phoenix was only ever available as a travel size, included every indestructible travel scuttle. Since it was first added to the scuttle package, the requests for it have been insane. Even watching interactions in the forums look more like trades made in prison yards.
I'll give you 3 Planet Phoenixes for your toggle.
Deal.
The PMs and DMs and emails have often been borderline threatening. One customer became so upset that he said if we refused to release Planet Phoenix in a full-size collection, he would shop with us no more.
Yikes.
I gotta give him credit because he remained true to his word if my records are correct. Hopefully, he still gets our Black Friday newsletters.
Oh boy.
Wow. I'm not gonna shop with you anymore.
We still don't even know what it smells like, but clearly by this, we need to have it.
Right? Just like Metternecta and ESP, it's a classic. You want to read that part?
Oh, yeah. It's a classic attar, the world's oldest type of perfume. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, I don't know what attar.
If you are familiar with both of those offerings, now that Planet Phoenix is less like Meta and more in the same vein as ESP. Dark, moody, musky, and woody. Oh, interesting.
Hey, nice.
Really sensual and masculine, not to mention a perfect cool weather scent. Good thing we started fall.
Right.
Although it may also perform just as well on a warm summer evening.
It's still August for us, technically, but we're celebrating fall.
It's 80 degrees
So this is perfect because it straddles both.
It does.
Oh,
Who
I love
knew?
this.
Good job, Planet Phoenix.
Right,
Apparently
very
you needed
cool.
to land here on our schedule.
I don't know if I've ever ordered just one thing until
true.
now. So this will be
I
an
asked you.
interesting box to open.
I was like, did you get the bomb? Did you get the jelly? No, I just had to get the soap.
I heard limited time. I saw Planet Phoenix and I just went, just
Get it now.
Get here. Hopefully with enough time, if we love it, we can still get other parts of
Yeah.
it. So
Okay,
why don't
you
we
ready?
open the box? It's a lonely box.
See,
there's
it's
only
just
one thing
one.
inside. This is my first solitary purchase from
Yeah, I think
Phoenix.
every other time we've loaded the cart, so it is. This is the smallest box we've
I know
ever
Fran
gotten.
must have wondered if I was okay that day.
Yeah, look, it's the smallest, cutest box we've ever had.
Let's get him some friends. Oh, show the people. How's it look in the box?
It's just plainly simple,
Yeah.
no nonsense, and it is here.
Love it.
Ready?
And there it is.
There
Check it out.
she is.
Oh, I wasn't
Okay.
sure what the label was going to look
That's
like.
a fun color green.
And if you were lucky enough to get the set and the first 50 of them, you got a glow-in-the-dark
Glow in the dark.
label as well.
How cool. It totally looks like that type of green. I get it.
I don't know what this smells like, but I do know for it to be something that is given out with the travel
Right.
scuttle that it's probably going to be
And
a crowd
requested,
pleaser.
yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping. Oh, let's have our first impression. All right, Shave Cadets, as Douglas says, here we go. We're going to
has
Plant Phoenix today.
Hee on it,
It
like
says
we're supposed to be laughing.
I don't know.
Okay. Could it be like the surface of planet Mars or
Beautiful
something?
pour. This is their CK6, their vegan formula.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had no idea what to expect, but it's.
Yeah? What do you think?
I feel like it's like a cool time warp.
Okay, now if you had to explain it to me, I haven't smelled it yet. I'm going to
Right.
waft over to you. What would you say?
I feel like I took a trip to the 70s or something.
Yeah?
Like a time warp.
That's where I'm from. I'm from there.
I don't even know if that makes sense. It is kind of the masculine, kind of different one for him,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, let's see.
Not like the Bay Rum spices, a different
Okay.
side.
Yeah, let's see.
Is it a whole different planet?
Yeah, it's a whole different planet.
I don't even know how to explain it without giving it away, so I was trying to be like hinting.
I
See
need
what
to be
you
alone
think.
for a second so I can go order the star jelly. It's so charming.
I mean, now I get what he was hinting at with those 4 words that he kind of threw in there. Is 70s the right era?
Absolutely.
Oh, good job,
Absolutely.
me.
And I don't know if it was on purpose, but I was a child of 1975. I'll give you a second to do the math. And this is for sure. What I love about Phoenix Shaving is that they make new scents.
Right. They start from scratch.
This isn't like something, I wish I could tell you, oh, this smells like a backyard deck. Oh, this smells like a rose. I wish I could tell you that this smelled like that, but we're going to have to do a little more work in order to convey this, because the first thing I get is a beautiful softness and a very light sweetness that kind of washes over me.
Is there a little hint of like an aftershave smell?
Oh, 100%. And there's a little bit, like at the very end.
Very end.
Okay.
Is that what that is?
Yes. And here's what's cool. Here's what I think happens. See if this happens for you too. Ready?
Okay.
It's like scent note, scent note, scent note, scent note, and they introduce themselves to you.
Yeah.
And then right as they all leave, they come together and go, oh, by the way, surprise, boop, we're a cologne. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, you are.
But it's weird. It's like something in my core feels like I know that smell. But I wasn't alive then. I don't know.
It has one note in it that's a gourmand. Just
is
one.
That what it is?
It has one where I'm like, oh, that's nice. I could.
It's familiar to me,
like
though.
A fruit, maybe?
Or someone I knew could have worn something similar?
Yeah, but it is a really nice fruity smell, I think.
That's funny that one guy was like, I need this now. And I wonder if that's something he related to, too.
I know. This is just so beautifully, subtly sweet. I'm kind of finding we've opened our 40th soap now. This is episode number 40. And I'm finding that there are some where you really do want to get hit with the sweet because that's what it's about.
It's sweet and it's sharp somehow.
Yes. I always hope that there's going to be just a little sweet, just to keep it friendly and welcoming and inviting for me. And this has just the perfect amount of that. It's like magical fruits somehow.
I can't even figure what they are because it paints such a clear picture of what it should be.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like, I can't tell you what's in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's woods. I'm sure there's some greens and some sweet fruits and some...
Right.
I don't...
You know how Alphine might have been a mermaid barbershop? If there's an outer space barbershop, we might be approaching it now.
Is it time to do a lather? And
I think it's time to do a lather. Absolutely, yeah. It is all in the wrist. And we're lucky we got the travel scuttle because we're traveling soon.
We are, yes.
Let's take this with us.
I know. It's funny when people are talking about like traveling and what you have to do to take your den with you.
I know.
We've never had it tried yet.
We might have to rent a trailer.
I'm like, which one can we both use that we'll like and travel? Get it right now.
Fran and Douglas. Come on.
I feel like I know this person, man.
This is great. Okay, hold on. We got to look at the original set notes. I'm not screwing around anymore. Here are the set notes, and here is, I think, why we had a little trouble describing how amazing this is. Okay, go
ready?
ahead.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
Yep.
That's the scent profile.
Yeah.
Sweet. Honeyed notes of neroli.
Love it.
Layer with bergamot, mandarin.
Yeah. Those are the sweet fruits
that
I caught, but honeyed fruits.
Okay, I'm totally going to butcher this. Frangipani.
Frangipani. It's this.
Labdanum.
Yes.
And ode. Ooh.
Nice.
We still haven't done like a straight one.
No, we still need to educate our noses a little bit more on a pure ode. We're still very new to things. That's kind of a part of this. But it's that would be what like grounds it.
Sweet honeyed notes of neroli layer with bergamot, mandarin, frangipani, labdanum, and ode.
Yeah. So the sweet really does for me smell like honeyed fruits.
Okay. Ready for it?
Say it. What do you got?
The Brady Bunch.
Let it out. Brady Bunch, my particular area of expertise. Yes. What can I do for you?
His den with his desk. Like where he worked.
The architect desk. Yeah.
Like I feel
Mike
like that
Brady,
room.
mid-70s, right? Let's see. Oh, 100%. 100%. Like a really well done, swanky 70s pad.
But brand new. In the 70s.
And not the musky mahogany side. That came later, I think. Right?
Not that.
Not mutton chops.
It's bright.
No, this is different. This is different.
Yeah.
The neroli in this, which is known to have a little bit of a bitter edge, I think is what makes the honey and the fruits so wonderful in the playfulness because they pull each other apart.
I feel like someone I knew had a lotion that must have had that in it because it's familiar to me. It's comforting to me.
Yeah.
like that would have been probably one of my aunts or uncles when I was little.
Right.
I just didn't know that that's what I was smelling because
Right.
there's something familiar about it. Not
Yes,
exact,
right.
but familiar.
We just looked up what frangipani is.
Yeah.
And that's what I was missing to describe to you. It is a fruit, but it is one that has a honeyed and a powdered smell to it.
And the other one had a little more of the bitter.
Right.
So something
Yes.
of those together.
Right. Something in all of that. Oh, though, yeah.
You know,
Those are the characters. And then this is the
But
story.
we didn't have words for it. And that's right. We probably
Right.
just didn't know that that's what we were smelling.
So think like candied fruits, honey, a little bit of like a bitter orange, and then some powder, but powder that comes from citrus. Although I really do smell the powder in here. While this is not a direct correlation, there are smells from the 70s, from my dad's old colognes, from my mom's old cosmetics that are common in here. This is...
It's like the 70s generation. You could kind of throw...
It's funny, but back at that time, space was a big deal. So it's kind of funny that you are finding the 70s and you said that first.
So should we take it a little deeper? Or since it's a new planet, is it intergalactic-ish? It's like something new, you know? Like you're discovering something.
You know what it smells like to me? I mean, other than like an alien barbershop. It smells like a late 70s pool party in California.
Yeah, I feel like there's sunshine.
Right?
It's warm. It's
It
bright.
smells like LA to me when I was super little, when we go down to Disneyland and you'd get to play in the pool.
That makes
and you'd get to
sense.
be surrounded by all the flowers and the plants back then, you know. And this just kind of has that feel to me of like being in a nice hotel and being in their pool in the 70s, in the late summer.
Right, yeah.
Because it's a little cheaper. Oh, that's what this is for me. This is
I
a
could
pool
totally get
party
that.
at a fun hotel where they're passing around
Classy
little
people over
things
by the
and-
bar, the kids in the pool.
That's what this is. This is a party. Oh, I love this. I get why everybody is kind of clamoring for this.
And it's hard I feel like our words are having a hard time explaining it, but I kind of like that because
I
it's
love
not...
it. Yeah. Well, as I mentioned with Alphine, sometimes we can start to do a disservice to soaps like this when we try to pick them apart too much. Like, do I necessarily smell mandarin in here? No. But I smell honeyed fruits. It all comes together. I mean, you can keep looking until you see the molecules, but it's better to step back a little and just kind of enjoy this. And when we get to the How Did It Shave section, I will have spent a few days with it, so I'll have a little bit more to report.
And if you've smelled one thing from Venus Artisan Accoutrements, they're all different. So don't base your, expectations off one. If you try to compare them, it won't work. They have to be their own thing.
This is our seventh that we've done from PAA.
But they're so different.
Vastly different. I mean, the CK6 formula is there for you.
Right, but it's the scent
smells,
profile.
The scents are all beautifully, beautifully different. So I think it's just way more fun to talk about where this puts me and how.
Right, instead of
than
figuring it
is
out.
to try to find the mandarin in it. But, I don't even know what Labden smells like, but I think I'm getting a t-shirt made out of it.
Do you think there's a certain time of year you'd gravitate to use
I think
this?
I keep seeing summer, autumn.
Okay, which is what he'd
100%.
said.
Oh, it's
so kind of fits, you know?
Yeah. And somebody asked him, I haven't got my paycheck yet. I still wanted to get that. And he kind of wrote back, well, I'm kind of running out of ingredients.
Right.
I will make the
until it
release
lasts.
when I find a good supply of the ingredients, and I'll make a batch, and kind of when it's gone, it's got to be gone.
And I wonder what those particular things are, because clearly they take time to make or to even get to make something like this. It's not a quick, easy thing to make.
These things are real. And as we've seen the video of his lab, he has a distillery and
but the
a
quality,
lot of the essential oils he makes himself.
Right. And so the time that it takes to make those to put in, clearly you can't just throw them out the window every time you want to make them.
So I wish we could say that all of the Phoenix shaving stuff was available all the time, but it's just not. And he doesn't have a warehouse big enough to hold it all. So while I do wish that all of these could be available on the Phoenix site all the time, I do get that there is some fun in the chase.
Yes,
and
the collector side of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I do kind of like that.
It's like the old-fashioned comic books. You got to get your...
And hopefully we can grab enough of them where we can create some videos so the next time they come around, you'll have a little bit more of an idea of what they smell like.
So the other thing is, even though this is a limited release, there's fair warning. It's a limited edition. When it's out, it's out. But it doesn't just come in the shave soap. It's made sure to be in all of the full line.
I'm not sure how he does it. But you want a shampoo puck, if you want a star jelly, they're there. It's very cool. And I did talk to Douglas. I asked him, do you tell people when the soaps are going to go away?
Right.
And he said, yes, I do, because people get mad. I was like, well, occupational hazard when your stuff is this good. But
if there is a chance that you could get this after, if you get the travel scuttle, maybe.
Right.
If that's the one that's thrown
pick
in.
Up the travel scuttle. But that is cool that while they are limited, he will always let you know when they're about to go away.
Right.
So that if you really did want to grab one, you'll have that extra chance
make
to
sure
grab
you're
it.
on the newsletter or whatever.
Just suddenly vanish like the 80s, right? So, this for me, I think you really nailed it. This is a 70 cent for me. It's a cologne, but it's a fruity pool party outside in the 70s.
So by the time this episode launches, if they're sold out online, we do still have a sample. So if you stay tuned for messages, there may just be a chance for you to get your own.
Head over to PhoenixArtisanAccoutrements.com, or even better, do so by way of the affiliate link in the description. It lets them know that we sent you, and it provides us back a small percentage of your sale, which we will probably use to buy more soaps to make more episodes, let's be honest. And we would be grateful. Well, I've had my shave. And it was a Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements CK6 Formula Shave. Fantastic. A vegan base, which means it's going to have a buttery, rich feel rather than a soapy, rich feel when you're lathering. I don't really know too many of the pros and cons of each yet because I'm still super new. But I just love the way that it paints my face, and I love the way that the razor feels against my face when I'm using Phoenix. I know that's a weird thought at the beginning because the razor used to have a scratchy feel for me. But tonight I was thinking in the mirror, what am I going to say tonight? And I thought, I really like the feel of how the razor gently scrapes my face when I'm using this soap. So I hope we publish this with enough time for you to still get your own. And I hope if you do that you enjoy it as much as I do, because the scent is still with me. And after spending a few hours with it, because this soap got here on Monday, this publishes Wednesday, okay? But having spent a little time with it, it's a beautiful autumn scent. And I can't wait to go for my walk tomorrow with it and see the leaves change. Thanks, you guys.
Welcome to Messages. So we still have our sample of Planet Phoenix that came with the travel scuttle, and we'd love to be able to give it to you.
So just place a comment in this video using the words Planet Phoenix, and we'll put your name in a jar, and we'll pull one lucky winner next week to send out our sample of Planet Phoenix to you. You can let us know what you think. This is kind of a Willy Wonka smell.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
I was kind of trying to think of who would wear this as a cologne, and somebody whimsical and magical.
But it's a little sweeter. Not chocolatey, but
just
sweet,
with a hint of not candy, but maybe honey
organic
fruits,
sweet,
right? Yeah, like a real natural sweet fruit scent. Oh, it's lovely. And I do love that it has those edges that kind of keep the sweet contained within those little dry bits and dry notes. Really beautiful balance.
Comforting, friendly, but still new. Like it's a discovery of a new smell.
You ever seen that guy on YouTube that just balances random things and he gets them all like in this crazy pile and he just goes, and they stay like that? That's what I picture Douglas doing with these scent notes, is he just gets them in the most perfect balance and then just goes.
Which is why we have a hard time pulling them apart, because they fit together so well.
I think part of my inner child doesn't want to. I think he would rather just envision a 70s pool party.
Right? Let's go be Brady Bunch members or something.
Yeah, with some hors d'oeuvres being passed around.
Totally. Yeah, I could even feel like Palm Springs, a little deserty.
Sweet orange blossoms in the air. Yeah. And I love that. I'm just discovering this has a super sweet part and a not so sweet part. And it's just beautiful. Well done, y'all. We love it.
We really do.
And as you can see on the screen, we have a lot of artisans that we're going to be covering here between now and Christmas. If there are any artisans that we've missed, please let us know, because we are trying to reach out to all of them before Christmas to get them in an episode.
Any other seasonals, anything you can think of.
Yeah.
So don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
Oh, you'll smell better just watching this.